Hey guys, Matt here at Rust Belt Garage. We're getting ready to do the front struts on this Subaru Forester here. This procedure pertains to the 2003 to 2008 model years. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is get this wheel off and out of your way. And as you can see, guys, I do in fact live in the Rust Belt. And sometimes these things are a pain. More than what you realize, because I see a lot of YouTube videos, they're like, do this, do that, yeah. And there's like no rust at all. Well, here, as you can see, everything is rust. So what I'll have to do is wire brush it, PB blaster, and we can try that. But if that doesn't work, we'll have to use heat and brute force. After a wire wheeled with a drill, that's what it kind of looks like there. Couldn't get very good on the back side, but we're going to hope for the best. And a PV blaster to crap out of everything. So anyway, first off, we'll have to get your ABS sensor right here and the brake hose out of the way. They both use a 12 socket, and let's just hope that the bolts don't break. So we're going to start off with this ABS sensor bolt here. Like I said, it's a 12 millimeter socket. No way. What? Okay, that's what? Well, we'll take it. This one was just easy to get out. The other one's going to have to suck. You know, Murphy's Law, whatever they call that. Alright. Now, onto this bad boy. Oh, yeah. What I know. Oh, what? Okay, that's pretty awesome. We'll take that as a win. Not out of the woods yet, but whatever. As you guys can see, I don't have a air ratchet or any of that stuff. Hand tools. I did pick up a corded Craftsman impact for like 30 bucks at the pawn shop. It does not help at this point. Alright. So we'll move these out of our way. Both of these bolts here are 19 millimeter. The nut side and the bolt side. But this top one here is a cammed bolt. That's how they do your alignment. And you'll see this silver mark I made here at 12 o'clock with hopes that'll get me somewhat close into the ballpark of an alignment so I can drive it to the shop. You'll see where I made a line there. And I made a line on this side also to line the strut up on. Alright, I'm going to take our impact, put it on this side. You want to hold the actual bolt side with the wrench and try to keep it from moving. No. Alright. Get that nut out of that damn socket. Alright. Now for the next one. The bottom one's just a bolt, so it's not too crucial, whatever. Amazing. All right. I'll knock this top one out. All right. Then you take your breaker bar, back you up here, and just separate it. Man, that's crusty. Stuff tends to seize up. Not really seize up, but you definitely gotta persuade it. All right. Yeah, that's all part of it, right? Damn. Almost got her. Whew. All right. She's unbolted. These ones up top here, they are a 12 also. So they're usually pretty good because they don't see the road salt and all that crazy stuff. So I'm gonna get these 3 out, and I'll be right back. What I do is I take 2 of the nuts off totally, and I just leave this one hanging on by a couple threads. That way it holds the actual strut up there and keeps it from just slamming out to the ground. But it gives you a chance to hold on to it. Then, once you grab a hold of it, you can actually take that nut off and you can just slide it out from underneath. Alright. Almost got it. Of course, you're gonna get hung up on everything. Alright. Like so. Putting the new one in. Your top hat spins so you can get it lined up. I like to start the bolts. At least it'll help keep it up in here. Alright. I'll go ahead and tighten these up. Once you get them hand tightened, they tighten down to 14.5 foot-pounds. Okay. Alright, the top part is done. Now on to the bottom part. Quick lesson on the cambered bolt. Alright, see how it does not kick up on this side, but it does on that side? Well, as they turn this end, hence why you have to hold it with the wrench, is it lets the wheel come in and out for your alignment. But yeah, quick lesson. Moving on. So, turn. Okay. We'll go ahead and get this top bolt in. Of course, my dumb ass put the nut back on it like a crazy person. Alright. Go ahead and I'll turn that to where my silver mark is up. like I had it. All right, 12 o'clock. Go ahead and put the bottom one in. I used to care about stopping and all this crazy stuff, making stuff look all perfect, and then I realized no one really watches this stuff anyway. Unless you own a Forester, then you don't care about my production value. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Get our nuts on here. The washer goes on top. And there is no washer for the bottom one. So if you're ever doing this and you only find one washer, that's why. All right. Go ahead and get my crap together and we'll tighten these down. All right, let's go ahead and torque these down. I'm kind of weird when I put stuff back together. I would rather go by hand because I feel like an impact is just way too brutal and could over tighten it. And these torque down to 129 foot-pounds, by the way. Double check. On the bottom. Anyway. Yeah, this may seem a little tedious, but like I said, I'm all about torque wrenches. There we go. I'm gonna double check this top one because like right there it says 118 and it's beeping already. There we go. 129. All right, let's go ahead and put the ABS sensor back in and the brake hose. Okay. Same as the other. Tighten by hand, then we'll use the torque wrench. And they torque down to 24.3, which I doubt it matters, but that seems like a lot to me for these, but that's what the service manual said, so that's what we're going to go for. Okay, there's that. I've already set up the torque wrench. And there's that. The strut is officially installed. Now, is there easier ways to do this? Probably, but this is just how I do it. But yeah, that's pretty much it outside of putting the wheel back on, which I'm not going to do yet because I have other things that I got to take care of, like ball joints and tie rod ends and sway bar end links. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for sticking around for another video. Yeah, if this helped you out at all, just leave me a like and subscribe to my channel if you would. But yeah, until next time, guys, have a good night.